Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, December 28th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer. Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. A recent appointment by Governor Ron DeSantis includes a first responder leader from Flagler County. Karen Johnson has details.
Governor Ron DeSantis has appointed Flagler County Chief Information Officer Jared Shoup and 4 others to the state E911 Board. Shoup is also the county's 911 coordinator. Flagler County Chief Information Officer Jared Shoup.
Well, I'm excited to be one of 5 appointees to the board. The board hasn't been really filled in a very long time, so the board now will be finally filled with 5 coordinators, each of which is one of the 67 county representatives in the state of Florida. So I'll be representing the medium counties. The board basically has all the spending authority or assists with the spending authority of the 911 money that is created from cell phone and landline usage throughout normal billing cycles through the state. So what this does is it allows us to fund the call-taking equipment, recording equipment, and the equipment that the 911 telecommunicators use in the 911 centers throughout the state of Florida.
The E911 Board's primary goal and mission is to promote and support the development, coordination, and integration of an evolved, fully functional, seamless, next-generation 911 system that is accessible anytime, anywhere, from any device. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
William Whitson reflects on his first year as city manager of Flagler Beach. He tells WNZF the city has welcomed him with open arms, and he's proud of what they've accomplished together.
We started our strategic planning process, but the key to that is that we tied it to the budget. We've purchased a new fire truck. We've basically secured our financing for the new wastewater treatment plant rebuild. First Friday is back. Christmas parade is back. And we've just been busy working on a number of improvements in the community.
In looking ahead, Whitson outlines what he hopes to accomplish next year.
The number one priority being improved communications with the public. We may be launching a new app in the new year. Stay tuned for that. We've gotten grants to improve the wick line complex and broaden its use for the community. We're going to tackle recycling.
Whitson says he has a new initiative on the horizon regarding glass recycling. When people or businesses consider moving to a new home, one big concern is crime, and no one knows that better than Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley. Rich Petchke has more.
The sheriff says his department's crime-fighting efforts resulted in declines in most categories during 2021. He says that's important in attracting new development to the county.
We have an extremely low crime rate. In fact, we have the lowest crime rate in our 4-county area. So there's a lot of growth coming, and the key will be to keep the riffraff out of Flagler County.
And Staley has a warning for those would-be criminals.
The Jacksonville dirtbags have unfortunately found Flagler County, and so far we've been catching them. And so I want them to know that if you come to Flagler County and try to prey on our businesses or our community, we're going to arrest you, and you are going to go to jail.
For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
Cases of Omicron are growing across the United States. Amy Cherry reports.
The variant strain of the virus is thought to be more transmissible. Flagler County Medical Director Dr. Stephen Bickle offers this advice.
Far and away, the best protection is to be vaccinated, to be boosted, to be previously infected and vaccinated. And that's like the gold standard.
Those who are immunocompromised, he says, should consider wearing masks and social distancing, even if they're vaccinated and boosted. But otherwise,
if a family is getting together and everybody's vaccinated, everybody's boosted, depends what age children you have in the home, you have to take those things into consideration. It's a different ballgame, and it's kind of a personal decision. If you got infected, you'd probably have a mild case, maybe even asymptomatic. You have to decide, is it worth it for you to prevent that case by wearing N95?
Monday, the CDC announced it would cut the quarantine time for Americans who test positive for COVID-19 from 10 days to 5 days, citing growing evidence that people are most infectious 2 days before and 3 days after symptoms develop. After those 5 days, the CDC says if you have no symptoms, you can return to normal activities, but you must wear a mask everywhere for the next 5 days. The CDC says if you're still sick after 5 days, you should stay home. Additionally, those who are considered close contacts of someone who tested positive, if they've received their booster shot, they can skip quarantine altogether. But the CDC says they must wear masks in all settings for 10 days. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
How busy has it been at the Flagler Humane Society this year?
Dr. Carlos says it's busy.
Well, so far, we've done about 2,000 spay neuters, and we've taken in about 2,000 intakes. It's a combination of owner surrender, stray animals, and confiscated animals that were being abused.
Dr. Carlos discusses a disease you do not want your pet to get. It's heartworm.
We examine them. We make sure they're up to date with their vaccines, the DHPP, Bordetella, rabies, and we try to advise them to be on heartworm prevention. It's going to prevent a lot of problems.
Carlos said that if an animal is already in heart failure, it is risky to treat them. Listen to Speaking of Animals on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 8. Tomorrow, give your feline an early Valentine. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.